Shri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 30, Part-2, Second Story. Shama's Woes. When Kakaji was thinking about his intended visit to Shirdi, a guest came to him at his place to take him to Shirdi. He was no other than Shama, a very close and intimate devotee of Baba. How he came to Vani at this juncture, we shall just see. Shama was severely ill when he was very young, and his mother had taken a vow to her family goddess Saptashringi at Vani that if her son got well, she would bring and dedicate him at her feet. Then, after some years, the mother herself suffered much from ringworms on her breast. At that time, she again took another vow to her deity that if she got all right, she would all her two silver offer her two silver breasts. These two vows remained unfulfilled. At her deathbed, she called her son Shama and drew his attention to the vows, and after taking a promise from him that he would fulfill them, she breathed her last. After some time, Shama forgot about the vows, and thus 30 years elapsed. About this time, a famous astrologer had come to Shirdi and stayed there for a month. His predictions in the case of Shriman Bhuti and others came true, and everybody was satisfied. Shama's younger brother Bapaji consulted him and was told about his mother's vows, which his elder brother had promised to fulfill at her deathbed, and yet not fulfilled. Hence, the goddess was displeased with them, and that was bringing troubles on them. Bapaji told this to his brother Shama, who was then reminded of the unfulfilled vows. On thinking that any further delay would be dangerous, he called a goldsmith and got a pair of silver breasts prepared. Then he went to the masjid, prostrated himself before Baba, and placing before him the two silver breasts, requested him to accept them and free him from the vows as to him. He was his Shaptashringi goddess. Then Baba insisted upon him to go himself to the temple of Shaptashringi and offer them at the feet of the goddess. Thus, after taking Baba's permission and Udi, he left for Vani, and while searching for the priest, reached Kakaji's house. Kakaji was then very anxious to visit Baba, and Shama went there to see him at that very time. What a wonderful coincidence was this! Kakaji asked him who he was and whence he came, and on learning that he came from Shirdi, he at once embraced him. So overwhelmed was he with love. Then they called about Sai Leelas, and after finishing the rites of Shama's vows, they both started for Shirdi. On reaching the place, Kakaji went to the masjid and fell at Baba's feet. His eyes were soon bedewed with tears, and his mind attained calmness. According to the vision of the goddess, no sooner did he see Baba than his mind lost all his restlessness and became calm and composed. Kakaji began to think in his mind, what a wonderful power is this! Baba spoke nothing. There was no question and answer, no benediction pronounced. The mere darshan itself was so conducive to happiness, the restlessness of my mind disappeared by his mere darshan. Consciousness of joy come upon me. This is what is called the greatness of darshan. His vision was fixed on Sai's feet, and he could not utter no word. Hearing Baba's leelas, his joy knew no bounds. He surrendered himself completely to Baba, forgot his anxiety and cares, and got undiluted happiness. He lived happily there for 12 days, and after taking Baba's leave, Udi and blessings, returned home. Kushalman of Rahata. It is said that a dream which we get in the wee hours of the morning generally comes out true in the waking state. This may be so, but regarding Baba's dreams, there is no restriction of time. To quote an instance, Baba told Kakashaheb Dikshit one afternoon to go to Rahata and fetch Kushalchand to Shirdi, as he had not seen him since long. Kaka Sahib accordingly took a tonga and went to Rahata. He met Kushal Chand and gave him Baba's message. On hearing it, Kushal Chand was surprised and said that while he was taking a noon nap after meals, Baba appeared in his dream and asked him to come to Shirdi immediately, and that he was anxious to go. As he had no horse of his own nearby, he had sent his son to inform Baba. When his son was just about out to the village border, Dikshit Tonga turned up. Dikshit then said that he was sent specially to bring him. Then they both went in the Tonga back to Shirdi. Kushal Chand saw Baba and all were pleased. Seeing this Leela of Baba, Kushal Chand was much moved. Shri Sai Sach